The Nicomachean Ethics of Aristotle.
Read and presented by George Pitropogiannakis.
Book 1, Chapter 4. And now let us revert to the good of which we are in search. What can it be? For manifestly it is different in different actions and arts. For it is different in the healing art and in the art military, and similarly in the rest. What then is the chief good in each? Is it not that for the sake of which the other things are done? And this in the healing art is health, and in the art military victory, and in that of house building a house, and in any other thing something else. In short, in every action and moral choice the end, because in all cases men do everything else with a view to this. So that if there is some one end of all things which are and may be done, this must be the good proposed by doing, or if more than one, then this. Thus, our discussion, after some traversing about, has come to the same point which we reached before, and this we must try yet more to clear up. Now, since the ends are plainly many, and of this we choose some with a view to others, wealth, for instance, musical instruments, and in general all instruments, it is clear that all are not final. But the chief good is manifestly something final. And so, if there is someone only which is final, this must be the object of our search. But if several, then the most final of them will be it. Now, that which is an object of pursuit in itself we call more final than that which is so with a view to something else. That again which is never an object of choice with a view to something else than those which are so both in themselves and with a view to this ulterior object. And so, by the term absolutely final, we denote that which is an object of choice always in itself, and never with a view to any other. And of this nature, happiness is mostly thought to be for this we choose always for its own sake, and never with a view to anything further, where as honor, pleasure, intellect, in fact every excellence we choose for their own sakes. It is true, because we would choose each of these even if no result were to follow. But we choose them also with a view to happiness, conceiving that through their instrumentality we shall be happy. But no man chooses happiness with a view to them, nor, in fact, with a view to any other thing whatsoever. The same result is seen to follow also from the notion of self-sufficiency, a quality thought to belong to the final good. Now, by sufficient for self, we mean not for a single individual living a solitary life, but for his parents also, and children and wife, and, in general, friends and countrymen. For man is by nature adapted to a social existence. But of this, of course, some limit must be fixed. For if one extends it to parents and descendants and friends, there is no end to it. This point, however, must be left for future investigation. For the present, we define that to be self-sufficient, which taken alone makes life choice-worthy, and to be in want of nothing. Now, of such kind we think happiness to be, and further, to be most choice-worthy of all things, not being reckoned with any other thing, for if it were so reckoned, it is plain we must then allow it, with the addition of ever so small a good, to be more choice-worthy than it was before, because what is put to it becomes an addition of so much more good, and of goods the greater is ever the more choice-worthy. So then happiness is manifestly something final and self-sufficient, being the end of all things which are and may be done.